talk about Tyler Perry. So y'all already know Tyler Perry's caught up in some mess with this Mario Rodriguez dude who was an extra in one of his films that is accusing Tyler of being inappropriate with him while I guess they were working together or whatever the case is. And Mario people are saying that they want to bring up Tyler's sexuality as part of the questions. I mean, you would think that that would be the questions that would be asked because if a man is accusing another man of assault, I mean, wouldn't you think that there's some gay stuff up in there in some sort of way? And we're not going to sit up here and say gay people don't assault people because they do. Women can assault women can assault men can assault men can assault men. So it doesn't necessarily matter. Now, I'm going to say that it's mostly men who do most of the assaulting to the opposite sex, and most assaulters turn out to be heterosexual. But then you get these people who are deeply closeted, which some people would accuse Tyler Perry of being, who are deeply closeted and don't know how to express their real desires. So they have to resort to payment plans, Lady Graham, or prostitution, Lady Graham, or some others in Hollywood, and sometimes abuse, the diddler, in order to get their little kinks or whatever off. Because regular smegular sex with rich folk, that's boring. They've seen it, done it, wore the t-shirt. They probably like, okay, fuck me with your toe or something. They need real crazy kinky stuff in order to go. You see, Christy Nolan's and Brian had to go around wearing big old titties to get his rocks off because secretly he want to be a woman. And all that damn surgery that Christy got wasn't enough. So he had to go start wearing fake boobs and stuff. But nevertheless, so Tyler said he ain't got nothing to hide. And he's pushing back against the questions regarding his sexuality. So Tyler is escalating his defense in the SA lawsuit brought against him, alleging in a new court filing that his accuser attempted to broker a multi-million-dollar settlement and turned to aggressive legal maneuvering only after being rebuffed. According to TMZ, which obtained the documents filed by Perry's legal team, the director maintains he has no intention of settling. The filings respond to, well, probably because he got the same attorney as Jay-Z, and if Jay-Z can get away with it, so can I, right? Now, the filings responded to a motion from Mario Rodriguez, who reportedly asked the court to sanction Perry for failing to appear at a deposition. Rodriguez had indicated he intended to question Perry about whether he is attracted to men. Perry's team dismissed that framing entirely, arguing that he had already agreed to sit for a deposition and rejecting the suggestion that he would be uncomfortable answering such questions. Per TMZ's reporting, Perry accused Rodriguez of holding a backwards belief that he should be ashamed of his sexual orientation, insisting he is not. He further argued that the line of questioning is irrelevant to the case, categorizing the underlying logic as a bigoted stereotype that assumes that men attracted to men is more likely to have assaulted other men. Well, yeah, that's to a point because I don't want people to think that, yeah, because gays are nothing but a bunch of damn perverts and rapists and assaulters and things, because a lot of us are not. So we don't need to perpetuate that stereotype. However, Tyler Perry is notorious for perpetuating stereotypes in his damn movies. So, and especially when it comes to the gay ones, a lot of your gay characters in your shows and your movies are self-hating. A lot of them play into that. They secretly messing with some wife's husband, or they're in the closet. Like a lot of it is real. It comes across as very much rough, kind of like, Tyler, is this you that you trying to work out them demons through these characters, and you just not you still at 50 some years old still ain't coming to them terms, but because your predominant audience is of the Bible and the church and all that other stuff, this is the little line that you got to toe. Now, I'm not saying you got to be ashamed of your sexuality, but that's kind of like the vibe that you give when it comes to how you are in real life. Now, I don't know if you are homosexual, I don't know if you are bisexual, but if you are, and it happens, the dirt comes out in the wash, then just come out and say it. And if you happen to lose an audience, oh well, because quiet as it's kept, a lot of them people that you think is all about the church and this, that, and the other, like I have aunts and shit that be like, oh, they think Tyler Perry is a part of the community. So the people like, if you decide to come out tomorrow, people are like, okay, now what else is new? We've been new this. Like that's what they're gonna say. There probably will be some people that's not even in shock because there are people that will look the other way until it's put in front of their face. But the skepticism and the rumors always been lingering. But if Mario was trying to make him feel like he's ashamed, then I'm starting to look at you sideways, Mr. Rodriguez, because it's like, well, what you got to hide? Are you secretly a homosexual too, or into dudes? And because I truly believe, and I've said this before, I truly believe y'all had a thing going on, and then when he stopped trying to pay for whatever he was paying for, then all of a sudden you want to cry assault. Oh, he was doing this and he was doing that, but you was with the shits when he was taking care of you. So that's what I truly believe because you give me opportunistic teas. But then again, Tyler Perry likes to play up in that too. Like if you using these type of guys that kind of got that opportunistic type of vibe going on, a lot of y'all don't be thinking clearly. You be thinking with your little head instead of your big head, and you let your emotions and your horniness get the best of you, and then you even go after the ones that's problematic that got a little trouble around them because you thinking with your money and your access and your power that you can control the situation. But these little stunt queens, they be having their little ways about going about themselves too. They got agendas, they got ulterior motives, and I truly believe he played that up. So y'all both, I believe, got some shit. Y'all are both in the shits in so many ways. Now, per TMZ's reporting, Perry accused Rodriguez of holding a backwards belief that he should be ashamed of the orientation. Perry's central claim in the filing is that Rodriguez's court activity amounts to pressure tactics. He alleges that after he declined a multi-million-dollar settlement proposal, wait, hold on. I gotta read that. He alleged that after he declined a multi-million-dollar settlement proposal, Rodriguez responded by filing the deposition motion in an effort to damage his reputation and force his hand. In turn, Perry is asking the court to sanction Rodriguez $7,300 for what he describes as abuse of the discovery process. The dispute stems from a $77 million lawsuit Rodriguez filed against Perry alleging sexual assault. TMZ reported that Rodriguez claims the two men met at a gym in 2015 and that Perry later cast him in a film before he alleges assaulting him at his home on more than one occasion. Perry has consistently denied the allegations. His legal team has previously argued that Rodriguez maintained contact with him for years afterwards, contending that the accusations surfaced only after Perry stopped providing him with financial support. And did not say that. I would say basically like when the money stopped flowing in, all of a sudden he wanted to run around accusing Tyler, well, I mean, that's his last name, but accusing Tyler of assault. So it's like you was with the shits because your bank account was getting filled every week. But now, when the well ran dry, and you should have been smart with your coins, because if y'all gonna be out here acting like rent boys or gay for pays, or I don't know, maybe he is gay for pay, or maybe he just was with the shits, but because of the whole masculine presenting situation, whatever game you gonna play and you getting financial gain from it, gain from the situation, we'll just put it that way. You knew what you was getting yourself into. And I don't want to sit up here and say, like, well, nobody deserves, I mean, nobody, well, yes, nobody deserves to be assaulted. But it just seems like a lot of this is stemming from stuff was going down between y'all. And when Tyler moved on to the next Butch Queen, now you want to come out here accusing somebody of assault. But we'll see how all this turns out when it goes to trial, if it does go to trial. But this is the latest in this messy merry-go-round known as Perrygate. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Because and Tyler, you really need to leave these pretty boys alone. Cause we see the type of men you be putting up in your shows and they can't act worth a damn. But you keep putting them in shit. So I definitely want to hear from y'all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.